to have your name for the record, please?
Doris Philly, Egg Harbor Township. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Respectfully, Mr. Friedman, you asked me on my way in if I was planning on speaking this evening. I told you perhaps. The answer is now yes. So thank you. With regards to utilizing the opportunity to pass a cap balance ordinance. When utilizing the cap bank, it means that the town is living at or above the cap. Based on the research that I did, out of the last 5 years, the cap bank has been utilized on 4 of the last 5 budgets, which leaves little room for future emergencies and can mask costs rising faster than sustainable revenues. The result of regularly using cap bank, not just passing it, signals that the budget is under pressure from fixed costs. Tied with this is the implication of using surplus regularly. Surplus money is essentially the township's savings account. Surplus is meant for emergencies, including storms, lawsuits, and infrastructure repair. In 2020, $1,450,000 was used to balance the budget. In 2021 and 2022, $1,750,000 was used to balance the budget. In 2023, $2,900,000 was used to balance the budget. In 2024, $3.4 million was used to balance the budget. In the adopted 2025 budget, $5 million was used to balance the budget. The amount was approximately 1/3 of the total surplus that was available at that time. Heavy surplus use often means that taxes are being kept artificially low today at the expense of what will happen tomorrow. More importantly, the combined effect of the utilization of cap bank and surplus regularly used to balance the budget results in the following. Cap bank allows for higher budgets. Surplus pays for them without raising taxes. Taxes appear to look stable until they aren't. If surplus continues to be used and cap bank is used up, there is a higher probability of a sharp tax increase, service cuts, and emergency measures may need to be taken by the governing body. This is how towns end up with the sudden tax hikes that appear to taxpayers without warning. An unhealthy financial pattern is developing from what I can see as a result of the use of cap bank being used almost every year to help balance the budget, relying on surplus to avoid tax increases and help balance the budget. There are no structural fixes to the growth of costs, especially with all of the continued overdevelopment that is currently occurring in our township. As an interested taxpayer, this is how I interpret what I see. Continued cap bank usage coupled with rising surplus use and flat or low tax increases is a warning sign of a deferred impact, not efficiency. Ultimately, the takeaway here is the use of cap bank and surplus are tools that you are absolutely able to use, but they are not solutions.
Anything else, Ms. Stilley?
I was just waiting for Mr. Friedman to
Continue on the sidebar.
Oh,
This is anything else for public comment on this?
yes. The use of cap bank and surplus are tools, not solutions. While cap bank and surplus are lawful budget tools, as I said, and appropriate in one-time circumstances, Using them repeatedly to cover ongoing operating costs raises concerns about the long-term fiscal sustainability. This approach potentially delays difficult decisions that need to be made by the governing body, and ultimately may lead to larger tax increases, depleted reserves, or reduced services in future years if not addressed. The township budget may be balanced on paper, but the underlying finances give the appearance of it being fragile. Without increasing revenue, not through the increase of property taxes, managing the current overdevelopment and controlling expenses, taxpayers will bear the future costs. I respectfully urge the local leaders to prioritize strategies that strengthen sustainable revenue growth and control recurring operating costs so that we are not simply kicking the can down the road and deferring challenges to future budgets. I thank you for the opportunity. Have a good evening.